Alright, so I am here in Moab, going to town on covering every single window with Reflectix. I've put everything up here. My mini split is running. Judging by how dark it is, you could see how I've basically covered everything except for the top windows. And then for the front windshield, there's this window cover doohickey that I got from Amazon. As a matter of fact, I need to touch the... Well, yeah, that will do, I guess. So, the focus of all of this is to reflect as much radiant heat. The only thing I haven't really covered would be like this over here. Oh wow, dude. I don't even know what to do with this. Because really the only way I could possibly cover that is to do it in the least effective way possible. So, whatever, you know what? So, I'm gonna walk outside. But before I do, I've done a little snafu. In 2021, when I was supposed to be doing this very thing, I've actually cut every single panel. And be as it may, we've had multiple hurricanes, and I've repurposed the Reflectix around my house. And then I've misplaced them. Didn't really matter all that much because, well, I'm over there and this is over here, right? So I had to stop by Walmart to buy oxygen, and I had to stop by Lowe's to buy Reflectix material. Well, one thing I totally forgot is this whole design is most effective if this was actually there, but this is a Class C RV. As you might imagine, there's all this. If I ever get me a new vehicle, unless I get like a 12 volt thing to stick in there, I'm gonna look for something without this. Because what's happening is, like, this area is hyper cooling and it stops right about there. So to solve this problem in 2021, when I was like developing this, for a completely different reason, because I had like a portable AC like right there. I had a 12 volt, I think it's called O2 Cool fan that was hanging right there. Well, guess what I don't have with me? Because if it was hanging right there, it would have blown all of that coolness all the way through here, because I know for a fact that it worked. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you outside, and then I'm gonna come inside and eat. One thing that absolutely terrifies me is the amp draw for this mini split thing. So the way mini split works is it requires conversion of solar to AC. Right? Now, mini split is actually an efficient thing that's supposed to just sip things like a fine wine. Except for this one problem. It doesn't, like this over here is hot as hell. And so it's trying to maintain 62 degrees. And the only way to like make it, holy simoleon, Batman. So in any event, until I get the whole fan situation figured out, it's pumping, like I'm looking at it, it's between 25 to 50, depending on how, like right now it's 33 amps. And that's with the solar coming in. So it's drawing like you could hear the inverter running in the background. So I'm gonna once I go to town, obviously I'm gonna turn it off to let the system regen itself. As you might imagine, it is hot as hell outside. The only blessing is that there's a lot of crosswind going on. Now, driving here, I had a bit of a casualty. I've had the same thing happen on the other side. I'm gonna fix this. This is that stupid, ridiculous strip that goes there. So I'll show you how this works. This over here is protecting the windshield and the sides, obviously. Judging by the strap, you could see how there's a lot of wind going on, and this is one of the reasons why I love this campsite so much. Yes, it's a pain in the ass to get to, but it is higher in elevation than Moab. It is cooler by about 6 to 7 degrees anytime. Sunsets and sunrises are killer. It is absolutely disheartening to watch LaSalle's in the background over there without the snow. Completely. Darn it. So yes. There we go. There we go. So the sun is ridiculous, obviously. So the way Reflectix works is it covers all the windows. And this particular site, it has sun go from there, sort of like there. Well, there's really no spot in Moab that you could protect yourself. But what you can do is you could put as much of a barrier between yourself and the sun. As you can hear, mini split is working, so that's good. There's another casualty. This over here is meant to deter the rain, and it's been falling off ever since I got it. Don't buy a rain gutter window thingy. Those things are completely useless. So my goal would be to grab a bite to eat, disconnect my Jeep. By the way, mercifully, the Jeep and the RV started on first go, so that was really cool. One of the things that I'm gonna be doing is taking my water containers from here and throwing them out. Last time I was here, I bought replacements, so I'm gonna be rotating them out. Other than myself and this van over there, there's like nobody out here. Nobody is insane enough to be out here for obvious reasons. I don't know if I regret being here right now. I really don't know. You know, you have to make a horrible choice. Some people make horrible choices by throwing out garbage. So you have to make that horrible choice. And do I ever want to do this ever again? Summertime? Probably not. But you know what? I'm here at the hottest part of the day. And it's not that bad. Yet. There's going to be, I'm gonna knock on wood. There's supposed to be a couple of days where it's gonna be like legit 100 degrees. And I'll tell you this, having my solar AC and just be able to like come over here like this, and despite the fact that in this section here, it's not 62 as it is over there, but oh my gosh, you could feel that temperature difference. It's like, so I figure once I put the fan in there, it's gonna start cooling everywhere, so that's good. I'm guessing if I set this from 62 to I don't know, something, maybe the whole consumption of the power is going to be a lot less. I was trying to cool the coach as quickly as possible. Anyways, no negative thoughts. I got business to attend to. Right now it's about 3:50 or so. I need to go to town at the hottest part of the day in town. So yeah, this is kind of a very intimate setting, if you know what I mean. But it works. And this is exactly the reason why I've taken that risk to be here right now. I have insane hikes planned. Every single day I'm supposed to be either allegedly next to the water, in the water, or in the shade. There's things that are, I've prepared as much as I could. So my goal for today is to do what I need to do in town, come back here, get ready for the hike tomorrow, and then I guess we'll just have to adjust. I did not set any schedule whatsoever for any of the days, with exception of one where I'm supposed to be on a boat. So I'm able to move the days and the places. I mean, the plan for the day is set out. I just need to be like, oh, well, this day is going to be that. Good stuff. I did buy extra reflectix just in case, because I had no idea how much I needed. And believe it or not, 25 feet by 48 inches was enough to cover basically the motorhome minus the windshield. And I still have tons left. So the stuff that's left I could probably put on the windshield. But on the windshield I have this thing from Amazon. So it does a better job than I could have. So I think what I'll do is when I go to Grand Junction at the end of my trip, I'm actually going to return 2 of the reflectix. And also, I'm going to return the duct tape that I bought. Maybe. Because that's like a big chunk of coin right there. Yeah. All right. I know my mind isn't in the right. I think what may have happened, it's like I know I'm all over the place, but I also have oxygen tanks right there. I have 5 of them. So when I go to upper elevations, I'm gonna be prepared. So, but speaking of higher elevations, when I arrived in Grand Junction, obviously I recorded the video going from the airport to the hotel. I overheated in that 10-minute time, and I didn't wear a hat because by the time I got to the hotel, I learned that there's no AC. And it just kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So I may have legit overheated. But I've managed, I have drank, I'm gonna say probably like 2 gallons worth of liquid. I've taken a couple of showers to cool myself down. So all in all, is well. But I was, affected by the altitude as well. As a matter of fact, when I was going to buy the Reflectix and the oxygen, I was like, so this is actually even higher than Grand Junction. I think it sits at 4,500. This place up here, which is why I've picked it, 5,300 feet. The Moab itself is 4,300 feet. And that 1,000 feet of elevation makes this place cooler than it is over there. It would be even cooler to go to LaSalle's. But I just don't have it in me because I'm not acclimated to camp over there. And LaSalle isn't exactly the best place to take your motorhome. Anywho, let me grab some food and head to town.